And hello, my fellow nerds. It's Oracle Nerd here, and welcome back once again to Doki Doki Love and Shyness. So last time we just got through the festival, and today right now we're at the park with Haishin late at night, apparently. After we left the school, the sun had completely set and it got dark. Hmm. So students and teachers decided to stay at the school, I guess, to do simpler tasks like tidying up and cleaning everything. If I were walking alone here at night, I couldn't be at ease due to the constant fear of being mugged. With Haitian by my side, that fear disappears. I just enjoy the cool breeze on my face. By the way, Haitian, why are you still wearing the uniform? What can I say? We're so lazy to change. Typical of you, Haitian. Don't blame me. I got pretty tired from the exams and just crashed out in my uniform. I just imagine how I am with the festival stuff. By the way, did your club ever do club do well at the festival? I would say it went well. To be honest, deep down, I feel like we could have done better, but everyone in the club did their best after all. So I guess that's enough. I'm sure you did a great job, Oracle. Thanks, Haishin. We keep walking as silence takes over the moment again. I notice Haishin looking pretty serious all of a sudden. I want to ask him what's wrong, but I also don't want to make him uncomfortable with my question. I can't help but stare at the ground as we keep walking. Hey, do you want to sit down? I think it would make you more comfortable to talk. Oh, sure, Haishin. After a short walk, we find an empty bench and sit down on it. At first, neither of us say anything. We just look ahead in total silence. To be honest, this can get a bit awkward. All right then. I want to talk to you about something really important, Oracle. It might seem silly to you, but to me it's quite serious. No, Haishin, if it's something serious, it won't seem silly to me at all. Anything that's bothering you, I'll try to listen and tell you what I think about it. In that case, it seems like Haishin is preparing to talk. I think you know very well what happened between us some time ago. We even agreed not to talk about it anymore to avoid bad moments and those things. Well, yes, but why do you want to bring it up now? Well, you should know one thing about that. Huh? Saying this makes me very embarrassed and makes me want to die, but I'm here now, so I can't turn back. Shows that I never traveled abroad because of money issues. And not only that, but I practically caused that incident myself. What? It's just as you heard. But the thing is much more complex than you might think. You see, several days before the day happened, I was in bad company, hanging out with some guys I honestly thought were the real deal and wanted to join them. I owed money to several of those guys, and I had no way to pay them. I couldn't go to you or Cozy to solve the problem. I didn't want to involve you in something as dangerous as that. I thought I thought that if I distanced myself enough, they would forget about it. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. The day we got ambushed, the one they were actually going to hit was me. But I guess when they saw you by my side, they assumed you were someone important and wanted to hurt me by messing with you. At that moment, I didn't care if they did something to me, but I wasn't going to let them mess with my best friend. But at that moment, when I saw you did nothing to support me, I really felt betrayed, if you can call it that. Now I realize that how incredibly stupid I was to yell at you like that. And seriously, you don't know how much I regret doing that. I was scared to try to get close again, since I thought you would just want me away. So I chose to just walk away without saying anything. The guilt was so much that at that moment, I couldn't even try to talk to you. Seriously, you don't know how many things I dreamed repeating that day. How many times there, how many nights I dreamed repeating that day, wishing it never happened. I don't ask you to forgive me, Oracle. I just want you to understand. I'm simply at a loss for words. Have I been lied to all these years? Out of fear? I can't stop trembling from my attempts not to cry. Do you have any idea how much I cried for you? How long I did I wait for you every day to walk together again? I felt like I was the cause of it all. And you never have been, Oracle. Let me make that clear. It hasn't been your fault that I've been such an idiot to make all those mistakes. Believe me, I'm regretful. I feel quite disappointed in Haishin, but I can't be angry with them. It's a trait I sometimes hate about myself, but deep down it makes me feel better. I don't want to lose Haishin again, nor Kozu, nor anyone close to me. I just wish for all of us to be at peace with each other, and that things like this don't happen or repeat. I have faith. I have faith that you're really regretful about this. After all, if that weren't the case, we probably wouldn't be here talking about it right now. You know me well. I'm not capable of hating someone, no matter how wrong they may have done, or even less if that someone was or is as important to me as you are. I consider that the most important thing in all of this is that you truly regret your mistakes and that you learn to live with it. But you must know that you violated my trust. And I think it will take some time for me to trust you like like before. You understand that, right? Yes, I understand. Moreover, I think it would hurt Kozu a lot to see a friendship like ours easily crumble over something from the past. I wouldn't want to see her sad over something like that. Me neither. After all, I consider her to be like kind of a kind of bond that connects us three. I think if it weren't for her, I would never have had the chance to meet you. Hey Shin, I'm surprised by Haishin's mental strength not to break down in a moment like this. I make my effort too, but it feels harder for me. In any case, I just want you to not forget that I care about you a lot, Oracle. I say the same, Haishin. Process that really Haishin said wasn't easy, but at least I can trust that he really is truly regretful. For many, it may seem silly that I let what happened go, but when it comes to such a close friend, and you notice that they're truly regretful, it's almost impossible not to try to understand them. Right now, we do nothing but look at the sky while we smile. The whole sky is filled with stars. This feeling of peace is so rewarding. Surely Haishin lifted a great weight off his shoulders after telling me everything. So it must be a huge relief for him to no longer be concerned or worried about that. Nothing guarantees that we won't have some problems during our friendship, and the same goes for my other friends. But I have but I have hope that everything will be alright. For the first time in a long time, I feel like I can truly be calm, knowing that I will always have people who love me close. I just let a sigh as I continue looking at the sky with Haishin. Hey, so we're still friends, right? Sure, Haishin. That's not going to change, I assure you. Thank you. Haishin puts his hand on my shoulder while smiling at me, to which I respond with a smile as well. You know, you've changed a lot since we were kids. Where's that shy kid who was even afraid of his own shadow, huh? Hey, I wasn't that scaredy cat. No, of course not. You were worse. Haishin ruffles my hair while laughing. Can't help but laugh with him as well. Moments like these will be etched into my memory forever, and that makes me very happy. I'm thinking to myself message drives myself, but checking is with mom. Hey son, are you still at school? I just want to make sure you're okay. I think mom remembered to text me. Yes, mom, I'm just heading home. See you there, P. Colon P. Alright, son, see you. I put my phone after finishing a conversation with my mom. Was that your mom? Yeah. I should be heading home now. Yeah, me too. By the way, did your mom know what happened between us? Well, yeah. and now she doesn't seem to like you very much. Yeah, I kind of figured that. Don't worry, Haishid. Nothing a conversation can't fix. Thanks, Oracle. I hope things go well from now on. I also too, Haishin. I hope so too. Anyway, we should head home. Yeah, I guess I'll see you during the August break. For sure. I- I'll be texting you often during my break. Later. Haishin goes the opposite way that I usually go. See you, Haishin. I watch Haishin get further away. I can't help but look and think to myself. Today's been quite hectic. At least I have August break to relax properly. Who knows? Maybe to relax more, I have some plans with some of my friends. Especially with Monica. Anyway, I should head home. Vacation starts now. Chapter 4 Betrayal and Love. Hmm. Nothing better than relaxing in a tub full of warm water. After a day of doing absolutely nothing. I think vacations are one of the best things humanity has invented in its entire history. I let out a long sigh and I sank deeper into the water. What can I do after this? Truth is, there's not much to do at home right now. Besides, I'm not a big fan of going out unless it's with some of my friends. What would I do alone on the street? Probably just wandering around the same spot while I wait for something interesting to happen. Hmm. What time? What time was I supposed to take my antidepressants? I think it's about an hour from now. Thinking his mom was able to buy some new ones after apparently losing them on the festival day. By the way, I'm still completely puzzled by that one of my antidepressants showed up in the club room. It's clear someone left it there. I'm guessing my guy does not know how to pay attention. That little note said I'm sorry makes me think something else happened. What Naomi said, Astori is very compassionate. Does she have something to do with that note? Now you're putting two and two together. Good job. And if so, why would she apologize while leaving an antidepressant on the table? I really don't know what to think. I scratch the back of my neck while I kick a bit in the water. Eh, I don't want to think too much about it, but the doubt won't let me relax. I guess if I had the chance, I could try talking to her. For now, it's better to just relax. I'm on vacation, man. I shouldn't worry too much at a time when I'm supposed to not stress out. I sink completely into the water while holding my breath. I'm hungry. I suddenly get up from the tub standing up. Huh. Alright, now I get dressed and find something to eat. 10 minutes later. Alright, let's see what I can make this time. I already had breakfast earlier, so now I'll make something a little lighter. I guess a sandwich will do. Pretty simple, shouldn't be too hard. Could be better. Though I can't help but notice all this mess I made preparing this. I placed the sandwich on the plate and put it in another spot in the kitchen. Well, I guess I'll clean this up. With some effort, I finished cleaning up the mess. I also took the chance to wash some of the dishes from last night. Mom probably couldn't wash them due to her exhaustion from work. There are times when I'm really worried about Mom. I've seen her on rare occasions when she literally doesn't sleep for entire nights. It makes me feel a bit guilty, I must say. If I weren't so useless, I'd swear I'd try to help her with so much more. Anyway, I guess I'll stay here and eat the sandwich. I grab the plate with the sandwich and sit on the kitchen stools. Alright. As I take the first bite of my sandwich, I immediately feel it's a bit bland. How do you make a sandwich the simplest thing to make in the world bland? God, I'm useless. Whatever, I guess I'll have to finish it. I have no other choice. Just not to take another bite of my sandwich, the sound of my phone vibrating makes me drop in surprise. What could it be? One of my hands and mount and grab my phone. Yuri? I didn't expect her to call me out of the blue. A bit hesitant, I decided to answer the call. Hello? Good morning, Oracle. How are you? Good morning, Yuri. I'm fine. How about you? Pretty good. Actually, I wanted to call you to propose something. What thing, Yuri? Well, since you're on vacation and you probably have some free time, I was wondering if you'd like to hang out with me. What does she mean by that? Hang out? Of course. Do you remember we were reading the Portrait of Markov? Considering that the festival took up so much time, we couldn't finish it earlier. So I wanted to know if we could go to the library today and finish reading it. Only if that sounds good to you and you have time, of course. Why did I think she wanted to invite me out? Idiot, idiot. Baka, baka, baka. Oh, so that's it. Well, I guess we can continue reading at some library. Perfect. We just need to coordinate where we can meet. Hmm, maybe at the mall? You know where that is, right? Of course. I always go there whenever I need something. Alright then. I guess I'll see you there. Absolutely. I'll be there in about 20 minutes or so. Okay, so I'll see you soon. See you. Yuri hangs up the call. I let out a sigh. I guess at least now I have something to do today. And anyway, I should start getting ready. I take the sandwich with me as I go up to my room to change. Ugh, it tastes so bad. 15 minutes later. Finally I'm ready, even though it took me some time to find an outfit that fits me well, I must say. Anyway, I hope to arrive on time at the mall. Before I leave a small note for my mom that I've gone out. Just in case I'm not here when she gets back. Anyway, time to head out. Once outside, I check the time. I have exactly 5 minutes to get there. I better hurry if Yuri is already waiting for me. It wouldn't be right to make her wait too long. As I walk through the city, I can't help but feel pretty anxious. I try my best to keep my distance from other people, but it's hard when the vast majority crowd together. This is one of the things I dislike about going out, besides the people, of course. Anyway, I'll try to stay calm until I reach the mall. After a moderately long walk, I arrive at the mall. Don't see Yuri anywhere. Maybe it's because there are a lot of people around here. Should I call her to ask for her exact location? I guess that would be sensible. I get ready to take out my cell phone. Just as I'm about to look for Yuri's contact, I spot her in the distance. She seems to be waiting for me. I better catch her attention. Yeah, before I can open my mouth, I immediately shut up. How, how could I want to call her attention like that? Uh, I just approach her carefully. I slowly walk up to Yuri. When I'm close enough, she seems to notice my presence. Oh, Oracle! You finally arrived! Yeah. Sorry if I made you wait too long. It's no biggie. I just got here too. Oh, good. So, uh, I guess now we have to look for a library, right? Oh, sure. I know one not too far from here. I'll follow you. Yuri and I have been walking for about 10 minutes. Throughout the journey, I kept my gaze straight ahead without glancing at Yuri. Not for any personal reason, I just don't want to make her uncomfortable in any way. Even though we're friends, I still feel quite withdrawn around her. Again, it's nothing personal, just, I guess it's because I don't spend much time with her, to say the least. Yeah, how could you not spend time with Best Girl? How could you not spend time with her? She's cool. And that she invited me to finish reading a book so suddenly. Makes me feel a bit strange. But anyway, I guess I shouldn't overthink that. I'm supposed to enjoy spending time with a friend, so I should feel that way, right? After a few minutes, Yuri stops in front of a small library. I expected a bigger place, I must say. Well, here it is. Honestly, I expected we would go to a slightly bigger library. Never judge a book by its cover, Oracle. It may look small, but trust me, it has a lot to offer inside. I guess you're right. Anyway, what are we waiting for? Let's go in. Well, okay. Upon entering, the first thing I noticed is in the place that it looks much bigger than it does from the outside. There aren't many people counting them, there are about three excluding the librarian, of course. The atmosphere feels quite calm and relaxed. I sniff a little and, is that an air freshener? No wonder this place smells so good. I see why Yuri chose this spot. Oh, whoops. It lagged. Relaxing, isn't it? Definitely. Anyway, I usually choose another spot to read more comfortably. But since we're going to read together, it will be more comfortable if we read where the other people usually sit. It's fine with me, just as long as nothing happens to ruin the moment. Don't worry, Oracle. You're not going to ruin anything. Don't let those thoughts take over you. It's only going to cause you more harm. Ugh, I didn't want to get all sentimental all of a sudden. Yeah, you must be right. I'm sorry for getting like this suddenly. I don't I don't do it on purpose. I know you don't. Just try to relax. More than finishing a book, this is the moment to hang out together. So take it easy, okay? I'm surprised at how understanding Yuri can be. Although it's not that surprising after all. Her calm, mature personality manages that. Okay, just be patient with me, okay? Of course, Oracle. Alright, Yuri's right, but my thoughts clash with what she says. For now, it's best not to give it too much importance. I need to focus on paying attention to Yuri's book. I would feel worse if not if I disappointed her in some way, so it's better to concentrate on that. 30 minutes later. We've been reading for about half an hour. I'm not going to lie, Yuri's book definitely makes you question many things about human ethics. In terms of medicine, of course. We're almost at the end, but I don't want this book to end. I thought it was just about raw and bloody things like cannibalism, mutilations, that sort of stuff. But it's deeper than I thought so far. I'm more focused on reading with Yuri than my surroundings. I feel comfortable, and that's good. Sometimes I glance at Yuri and I see she's much more focused than I am. There's no doubt she loves literature in general. Thinking about that reminds me. She said she had a dream, but for some reason the bell rang and she never got to tell me. Would it be wise to ask her about that dream of hers? After we finish reading, of course. I guess I could ask her if it's not too much trouble. But anyway, it's better to keep reading. I don't want to seem distracted. After a short lapse of time, we finished the portrait of Markov. I checked the time and realized that an hour has passed since then. Wow, that was quite a long read, and above all, fascinating. I never would have imagined that this kind of reading could capture me so easily. Although it had some plot holes, that doesn't take away from how good the book is. So, what did you think of the book? From your expression, I can assume you liked it. Quite a bit. The book has captivated me more than I thought it would. I'm glad to know that you would have gotten really into reading this. To be honest, I was afraid you might leave it halfway or less. Why do you say that? Well, it happens that the other girls and my other friends don't want to continue with the book. I think it might be due to the type of reading, and maybe be, and that maybe they don't like it. But I feel somewhat bad if none of them have wanted to continue until now. I didn't know Yuri felt somewhat isolated about the book's topic. No wonder she called me, since she probably realized I was the only one who had any real interest. I can understand that this genre may not appeal to everyone, including me, but doing that kind of thing doesn't seem right to me. Being busy can be an excuse, but at least it doesn't hurt to give a heads up about it. And I have to say, I'm surprised by that kind of attitude from me and the other girls, especially Natsuki. She's supposed to be her best friend. What's up with the girls? Especially with Natsuki. I thought she would be what. Oh, whoops. My own trigger finger just hates me as well. I thought she would be one of the first to want to read it with you. She's not that much of a fan of psychological horror, to say the least. She tried, but she just told me she couldn't continue. She said that aside from the horror, she found it quite violent and grotesque in her opinion. I know she didn't mean it badly, but I feel somewhat offended at the moment. I didn't want us to have an argument, so I just let it go and told her it was fine. I've known her since childhood. I could never be upset with her, much less hold any grudge. As for the others, Monica just told me it would be another it would be another time, and she always seems to have no interest intentions of wanting to pick up the book again. I guess they must be quite busy. But I also don't want to make them feel guilty just because I feel this way. But it's difficult for me to tell them how I feel when I'm used to feeling somewhat marginalized. In literature, of course. I had no idea Yuri felt this way all this time. I don't share Yuri's taste, but I don't believe we all I believe we all have the same right to share our opinions and likes without feeling pressured or rejected. I know girls don't want to do it with that intention, but I guess Yuri's shyness makes it hard for her to express it properly. I didn't know you felt this way, Yuri. I'm sorry if I made you feel this way at any point. Don't worry, I know that neither you nor the girls do it with that intention. I just would like you to consider me a bit more. That's all I ask. Of course, Yuri. After all, you're also an essential part of the club. Don't feel bad for thinking that we don't take you into consideration. You're our friend, and well, we want you to feel comfortable too. Besides, as vice president, I think it's also my duty to keep track of the members, so thank you, Oracle. You're so kind. Not at all, Yuri. I'm serious. You're one of the few people who really seem to care about me, you know? I'm not exaggerating when I say that most people seem to just overlook me. I know how you feel, Yuri. I'm serious. That was a big part of my life. Really? I nod at Yuri with my head. I know how it feels to have your taste trampled on or to not be valued at all. As I talk to Yuri, those kinds of memories start playing in my head like a movie. They make me feel really bad, but in a moment like this, I can't let my emotions win. But since I got my childhood friends back, and also you guys, of course, I feel much better. I think the most important thing is to value the few friends who truly appreciate you more than to give importance to what someone you don't know might say. At least that's what I do or try to do, and boy does it work. That I think you're right. Honestly, I feel much more comfortable with you guys than with my other friends. And that's good, Yuri. Those who really care about you and respect you don't do things like what you tell me about your supposed friends. So I think you can get an idea of what trying to say, right? Yeah, but it's harder than it seems. Getting away from them isn't easy. I know it I know it's not, but it's the first step for you to feel better about yourself. Whatever your decision is, I remember that your true friends are here to to you when you need it. Thanks, Oracle. I think I needed something like this. It's nothing, Yuri. I'm just trying to support my friends. Yuri gives me a sweet smile, to which I respond by smiling back. Well, getting back to the book. Oh, yeah. Sorry for getting so distracted. Don't worry. Let's just skip that topic for now, okay? Yeah, you're right. In that case, do you have any questions about the book? Not really. The story overall has been pretty clear to me. I have to say, there were some plot holes, but overall, I found everything fascinating. Right? It's it's not for nothing I consider it one of the best books I've had a chance to read. About the plot holes, I admit they can be somewhat annoying no matter how minor they are. But I think that rather makes a story feel more realistic and human. I hadn't thought of it that way. That said, I wouldn't recommend abusing this concept. You can cause more confusion and inconsistencies throughout your story. In other cases, the reader might deduce or feel that you wrote out your story lazily or without really being into it, which makes you simply not grab attention. What's crucial is finding a balance between both so that the story is appealing to the audience. I'm surprised by how much you know about literature in general, Yuri. I don't think it's that much. I just know the basics. Even so, hearing you talk so passionately about those things makes my curiosity wake up. I'm glad to know that you're interested in what I say. As Yuri and I smile, I can't help but remember that I wanted to ask her about the dream. I don't know if it's a good time, but honestly, maybe this way I can get to know her even more. Hey, Yuri. Sorry if this is sudden, but I've had a question since the day we first read this book. You mentioned you had a dream, but you know that the bell interrupted us. Since nothing can interrupt us now, I wanted to know more about that. Honestly, I'm very curious. Oh, I'm glad you asked. Well, I think you've already got an idea. In fact, it's pretty obvious. But I'd really like to be a writer. That's why I read and inform myself a lot about what literature is, even if I only know the basics. Oh, well, honestly, you have the makings of a writer. I I see you have a lot of potential. Do you think so? Of course. And I'm not saying this just to be nice. I'm saying it because it's what I truly feel. Thank you. Those words make me feel more. I have more confident. I have more confidence in myself. No problem, Yuri. And if you want more support, you can talk to the girls about this if you want. You don't have to feel embarrassed with us. I'll do. I'll do that. Well, chat Yuri's bag makes a small vibrating noise. Looks like she got a message. Yuri takes her phone out of her bag. Oh, it's my mom. Did something bad happen? Oh, don't worry, it's nothing bad. It's just that she and my dad are going out and they want me to watch my little sister. I didn't know you had a sister. I guess you discover something new about someone every day. Seems like it. Anyway, I better hurry. Thanks for taking the time to read with me, and also for the emotional support. Yeah, it was nothing, Yuri. It was fun hanging out. Yuri gives me a small smile as she stands up to leave. Finally, Yuri has left. I get up from my seat too. I won't deny that keeping up with Yuri in readings is tough, but as time passes, you adapt. On the other hand, I feel like I handled Yuri's situation the best I could. As I said, I know what Yuri feels, and I wouldn't wish it on anyone. But well, it's best to head home, especially since I don't have much to do outside right now. As I'm about to leave, I noticed Yuri forgot the portrait of Markov. I take it in my hands. What do I do? Now what do I do? The logical thing would be to call Yuri to come back for it, but that would probably take up a lot of her time, and I don't want to bother her. I guess I could take the book and keep it for her. She'll likely text me when she realizes she doesn't have the book. Anyway, time to head home. Monica's perspective. Oh, okay, this is a surprise. What a boring day. When I have nothing to do, I get bored too quickly. That's why I like to. That's why I like to stay busy or do something. Otherwise, I end up feeling useless. Maybe it's just me, or maybe it's because Mom always demanded I do things exactly how she wanted, basically to be perfect at everything. And it seems that like that habit of always needing to be busy stuck with me, and I can't relax like I'd like. I let out a sigh. What are the girls at Oracle doing? Should I call them and to try and hang out? I'd honestly like something like that. I grab my phone. I have it in my hand, it starts vibrating, and a contact is calling me. Dad? I wasn't expecting him to call me so suddenly. Without asking too many questions, I hit answer. Hello? Hi, daughter. How are ya? Is everything okay over there? Yeah, Dad. Everything's fine. Vacation started, so I have time to relax. Good to hear, daughter. Your mom and I have a little break too, so I'm taking this moment to talk to you. I see. And how is she? I'd say she's good, but even with a break, she's still working. I told her to relax and take a break, but she stubbornly refuses. You know how your mom is about work. Yeah, that's true. How does she manage to go so many hours without sleeping? Anyway, do you want to talk to her? Huh? Can I? Of course. Just let me just let me let her know. Well, okay. It's the first time in a long while that I'll be able to talk to Mom. Or I hope, and that she doesn't back out like she usually does. Hello? Hello, Mom. How are you? Pretty busy. Do you want to tell me something really important? You know my time is gold. Sure. Dad said you were on break-in. He wanted to pass the phone to you. That man. He knows I don't like being interrupted when I'm busy. Anyway, how are things going at school? Pretty bit. Are you getting good grades, right? Don't remind me that we took you out of that previous school that was so much better than that lousy school you're at, just because of your whims. Mom, those weren't whims. You know well that. Besides, the constant pressure that there's that little issue of Naomi. Uh-huh, whatever you say. Sorry, I didn't mean to waste your time. Well, you already did. Wow. Some mother figure she has. I just wanted to know how you were doing and wish you luck at work. I'm doing well, and more than luck, I need to focus on this. Do you have anything else to say? No, that was all. Good. Just focus on standing out in your grades at that lousy school, and we won't have any problems. Just make it happen. Oh, and of course, don't forget that at the end of the year, you'll come with us to see a much better school. Yeah, Mom. Wait, I didn't even press anything. Well, when will we be able to? She hung up. I dropped my cell phone into my bed. Why do we keep trying to make her proud if nothing I do seems to be enough? I look at a mirror hanging on one of the walls. Weak. I sit in my bed, fetal position, staring straight into nothing. I don't want to leave. I've grown quite fond of the girls, and especially Oracle. It, I pulled the giant teddy bear next to my bed and hug it. I just wish I could hear "I love you, daughter" from my mom. Is that too much to ask? I hugged the bear tighter. Memories of how much fun I have with the other girls came to my mind, but especially with Oracle. Not for nothing is he my best friend and the closest person to me right now. Even though that day I told Suri and myself he he was like a little brother. Truth is that since that moment, I've been deeply thinking about my words. After everything we've been through since then, I'm reconsidering what I said. I had to say that I'm thinking about him differently makes me nervous. I mean, I admit he can look adorable when he gets nervous. Even though he doesn't smile often, when he does, it gives me a lot of peace. Of course, he's also quite kind and attentive with me. He seems to care about me than more about me than about himself. Physically, he doesn't fall short, I must say. Though going into those details will surely make me want to die of embarrassment. I let go of the bear and give my face a few pats to try to dissipate my blush. What is this? Am I thinking about him like this all of a sudden? I shake my head, but it seems that even that doesn't work to make the blush on my face disappear. Does this mean I'm falling for him? Thinking about that makes my heart race suddenly. That's it, right? I hold the teddy bear in my hands while looking at it. Suddenly, I feel that this bear was one for me. Even if it's not the case, thinking like this makes me feel happy and loved. I hug the bear again. Oracle, I don't want to leave if it's not by your side. I don't know if he feels the same way I do. But anyway, I'm a bit scared of ruining our friendship. I lay down on my bed with the bear still in my arms. I don't want to think too much about that right now. I'll try to rest a bit. I start closing my eyes, or my mind won't stop making me think about Oracle. Sunday, August 10th, 20XX, Kozu's house, 1:40 p.m. Kozu's call took me by surprise. Mom and I were about to watch a movie at home, but Kozu called me to hang out with her and Haishin and me. Although I didn't want to reject her, the truth is that I wanted to spend some time with Mom. But she insisted that I go out with them, so I couldn't really refute that much. Anyway, right now I'm waiting for Kozu to come out of her house. The girl's really Girls really take their time to get ready. I arrived earlier than she told me. But, well, I guess Haishin will be around here soon, too. And truth is, standing here doing nothing while I feel others looking at me strangely doesn't feel pleasant. I try to disguise it by taking out my cell phone and pretending to look at it. Even if I don't have any messages, I better pretend to be busy on my cell phone to not feel so observed. Wow, when is that girl coming out? I must say, I'm getting rather impatient. I let out a sigh. Hey! Hey, Oracle! Aishin's voice completely grabs my attention. I'm here. Hey! Oh, wait, casual Haishin? Okay. Honestly, looks really lanky. He's very lanky. I'm not gonna lie. I'm here. Haishin. Haishin and I shake hands. Hey, Haishin. How's it going? Pretty good. Just a bit tired. I had to run a bit since I got distracted and missed the bus to get her faster. I was expecting to see you with Kozu outside. Where is she? Looks like she's still getting ready. How long has she been in there? Well, I arrived about half an hour ago. And it's been about 20 minutes since then? Almost an hour? 20 minutes. It seems that way. That girl. That's why we used to be late to school sometimes. Do you remember the time Kozu rushed out of her house all messy? And to top it off, she had her sweater on backwards. I remember that. And we got scolded on top of it. I'd pay anything to see that moment again. Kozu's face was priceless. Is it just me, or were you guys talking smack about me? Kozu's sudden appearance makes me jump a bit. Aishin seems more scared than I am, especially since Kozu is gripping his shoulders with a noticeable strength. Nothing like that. We were talking about the three of us. Us used to be pretty irresponsible kids. Right, Oracle? Of course. How could you think we would talk bad about you? Kozu releases Haishin's shoulder. You guys just go ahead. Don't... Go ahead. Later, don't come asking me for things when we're at the mall. Kozu, but you're the one who always asks us for things. By the way, you still owe me those 700 yen from when I had to pay for your lunch at the school because you forgot yours. But that was just once. Plus, I treated you a bit, or have you forgotten? Whatever you say, Kozu. Anyways, now that we're all ready, it's time to move on. So where we're going first? How about we get something to eat first? You know, so we don't have empty stomachs for the rest of the day. Sounds good to me. Sure. Haishin and Kozu and I take the bus to get to the city faster. As always, I sit in the middle to avoid being anxious about being close to other people. Often, Haishin or Kozu would start a conversation topic, so the situation wouldn't get boring or awkward. The truth is that going back to this kind of thing, like in the old days, makes me feel nostalgic and happy at the same time. I never would have imagined that I would return to this so soon. I always thought I would be alone forever, or that it would be hard to get to know other people again. Now I just think that Haishin and Kozu are irreplaceable. We have our differences, arguments, and also problems like any other friendship. But despite all that, we've been able to move forward. While I think about all this, another thought suddenly floods my head. It's about what Naomi told me that day. Far from just remembering the moments when I was scared. I delve even deeper into her words. You can't trust everyone completely. Was she trying to tell me something with that? Oh, it's just her way of thinking. If that's the case, how much damage must have been done to her for her to think that way? It's not that I want to empathize with her after all. It's hard to do so because of how she acts. But I must admit that side of her completely intrigues me and perplexes me. Although, why do I even care about that? It's not like I could do anything about it anyway. Even if I could, the thing is whether I want to. Why would I care or worry about a girl who clearly seems to be a psychopath? Especially after how she treated me that day. I crossed my arms while continuing to walk. Monica, are things you are there things you haven't told me either? If I want to help her however I can, I need to know more about it. If she doesn't cooperate, it's not like I can do much either. Hmm. Sayori. Yoi didn't mention her for nothing. She might know something. Is she hiding things too? I won't know until I find out for myself, I guess. I need to talk to Monica and Sayori all about all this about all this. I don't know why it says keeps growing at the end. That's kind of weird. I just want answers to the questions I have. More than anything, to be sure, especially to know that Monica is going to be okay. Am I making too many problems with all this, right? I don't know. Hey, Oracle, are you okay? How'd you pull me out of my little trance I was in? Oh, excuse me. I was just a bit lost in thought, that's all. Is something wrong? You know you can tell us if something bad happens. Should I tell them about Naomi and all that? I also don't want to involve them unnecessarily. Although I guess their advice could be helpful. Maybe we can talk about it while we eat. I'd like to talk about it, but not here, you know. There are too many people walking around and you know how it is. Oh, sure, no problem. In that case, let's go inside so we don't make a scene. Sure. Once inside, Haishin, Kozo, and I chose a comfortable spot, but a bit isolated from the other people in the restaurant. It's not like we want some busybody snooping into something so private and delicate as this. But finally, the three of us sit down. All right, before we chat about the topic, Oracle, what do you think we order something to drink? To be honest, something cold would be nice. My throat's a bit dry. Since Kozu mentioned it, I also like something like that. Oh, sure. No problem for me. Kozu goes to get the waiter while Haishin talks to me. And tell me, Oracle, how are you feeling? Fine, Haishin. Just a bit worried and tense. About what you want to tell us, right? Yes. The truth is, it's quite delicate. And to a certain extent, I need to talk about this with someone I trust. In that case, both of you. Kozu returns with a tray of 3 drinks. Sorry if I'm interrupting. Here are our drinks. Kozu sets our drinks on the table and the tray to the side. Finally, Kozu sits with us. Alright then. What's going on exactly, Oracle? As I was telling Haishin, it's something delicate. I trust you both a lot, so I hope nothing I say leaves this place. Don't worry, Oracle. We won't tell anyone anything. Exactly. You have our word. Well then, I'll start then. 30 minutes later. What, we don't get to go into the conversation? I mean, sure, it saves recording time, but like... I finished telling everything to Kozu and Haishin. At times I struggle with the simple act of formulating half a word, mainly because I had to remember moments where I simply didn't have a good time. Like when I got hit that day. Oracle, is everything you're telling us true? I can't believe it. Yes, I didn't want to worry you or my other friends. I kept many of those things just for myself. I noticed Kozu with a worried face, and I suppose that's normal. On the other hand, Hashin looks somewhat annoyed. Is it because I didn't share something so sensitive before? Could it be... Oracle? Huh? How dare they hit you like that and get away with it? Tell me who they are. I swear I shouldn't wait. Don't rush. It's something that already happened. Also, I don't think it's worth it for you to get your hands dirty just for me. What are you talking about? You're my best friend. Wait, did he not say who it was that hit him? I'll get my hands dirty again and again to make sure they don't mess with you anymore. I don't think that's something that you should just be like, go. I know. But what I at least want is for you and Kozu to get in trouble because of me. But Haishin, I think Oracle is right. As much as he wants to get involved trying to intervene, it would bring more problems, especially to Oracle. I don't like it either, but the most we can do now is simply support Oracle in whatever they're thinking. Haishin does nothing but look away with frustrated expression. I know his intentions were good, but Besides, not wanting to involve them, I want to solve something on my own for once. I'm tired of always depending on someone else to defend me or solve my problems. As I think about that, my hands resting on the table tremble, just like the rest of my body. It's like Kozu puts one of her hands on mine. She gives me a reassuring smile. Haishin also smiles at me, making me end up smiling back at both. Kozu moves her hand from mine and settles back into her seat. About Naomi, I can't believe she had that kind of reputation. Oh, so we did tell them. Okay, good to know. I'm surprised you didn't recognize her. I remember telling you about her at the time. Possibly, but it was so long ago that I simply didn't remember. But now I feel a bit surprised for just having agreed to join her club without knowing this before. Don't say that, Kozu. It's not your fault. You, you didn't know. You knew, Oracle. Why didn't you tell me anything? I didn't want to worry you. Besides, it didn't seem fair for you to to leave a place where you probably enjoy being. I mean, spending time there with the other members is quite nice, I must admit, but finding out this about Naomi, it's a lot to digest, honestly. I know Kozu. I noticed Kozu is quite upset. I wish I could do something more than just tell her everything will be okay. Hey, you also said it seems Naomi had some sort of obsession with Monica. What do you think it's about? If I knew, I would tell you. But Monica refuses to talk about it, in the times I've tried to ask her. The only thing I haven't told Hyson and Kozu is when Naomi threatened me and said all that. You didn't tell them about... I feel like that's some important information that they should know about, protagonist. Not because I don't trust them, but simply because I feel it's something I have to solve on my own. Since Haishin mentioned it, she got pretty upset when I told her she resembled Monica, in a sense that she's quite responsible and dedicated. I see. Whatever it is, it's clear that Monica and Naomi had some fight in the past, and that's why they're at odds now. But if I knew the reason, I could understand everything more easily. Cross my arms while I look at my drink, now empty. Honestly, I'd be pretty surprised. I'd be pretty surprised and underwhelmed if their whole Naomi and Monica's whole fight rivalry thing is just because one of them took a pen or something. What should I do, guys? For my part, I think you should talk things over with Monica in private. They're they're your friend after all. They shouldn't hide she shouldn't hide serious things like that. I think the same. It's the best you could do at a time like this. I do nothing but frown. Oh, I don't get it. Eh? What thing, Kozu? If everything you say about Naomi is true, why does she act so kindly towards me? Kozu, she's a manipulator. I doubt she really intends to be your friend as such. I know, but I have to say there's something about her that makes me think otherwise. Eh? And if does she ever need to feel loved? From the little time I could share with her, I noticed she might feel lonely. Kozu, do you realize what you're saying? How can you empathize with a person like that? I had to say that knowing Kozu feels empathy for her makes me a little angry. I know it seems ridiculous, but I don't know how to explain it. We know you're very empathetic, Kozu, but with someone like Naomi, from what Oracle told us, and from my experience, it's very difficult to try to empathize with her, at least from my perspective. Exactly. I feel like you're putting yourself in danger if you try to empathize with her, Kozu. I don't want you to end up hurt or something like that, you know? Nor do I or Haishin want that. Kozu closes her eyes. It seems she's preparing to say something. Guys, I know you care about me. And I won't deny it. It might be a bad idea, but I at least want to try. Try to get closer to her to know why she does what she does. You know I'm a firm believer in that we all deserve second chances. We gave one to Haishin. Why not Naomi? I understand what you're trying to say, Kozu, but this is very different from Haishin's case. I know, but I at least want to try to know a little more about her. Besides, whatever she might tell me, maybe it could help you, Oracle. I just want to try to understand her without justifying her actions, of course. I'm left stunned by Kozu's words. While getting her closer to Naomi might help me understand her better and know more about her relationship with Monica, I feel she might get into a lot of trouble if she gets too involved with her. What is more than clear in my head is that this is a bad idea. Uh, are you sure, Kozu? I I I don't want anything bad happen to you. Hmm. Don't worry, Oracle. Nothing's going to happen to me. It's not like she's part of the mafia or something like that, right? I swear to God, that's foreshadowing. I'm going to freaking lose it. Who knows? Don't worry, Oracle. I'll be fine. I have a feeling that she just feels too lonely, that's all. Kozu, as always, being pretty nice to people who probably don't deserve it. I swear, if Naomi does anything to Kozu, I tried to dispel my anger by sighing. Just be careful, okay? Of course, Oracle. Alright. So I guess that's it. How do you feel now? A bit more loose. I mean, I feel like I took a weight off my shoulders. Oracle, it's not good to keep things to yourself, especially when it comes to serious and difficult things like this. Haishin is right, Oracle. You shouldn't be carrying all that by yourself. Sorry. I I didn't want it to worry anyone, much less you guys. I shrug. In a moment like this, I want normally what I would do is escape the situation, but not this time. This time I want to do things right. For myself, for my friends, and for Monica. Especially for her. I can't help but smile at Kozu and Haishin. They smile back at me. Thanks for listening to me, guys. I needed it. You can always count on us, Oracle. That's for sure. Yes. Again, thanks. Oracle, I didn't expect to find you here. Oh, wait, new casual outfit? Okay. By some twist of fate, Monica suddenly makes her appearance. What is she doing here? Monica? What a surprise to see you here. I came here because I wanted something for lunch. I got lazy and didn't want to cook. I didn't expect to find you here. The world is truly small. It seems that way. Oh, I hadn't noticed you were with company. Sorry. Monica goes silent upon seeing Kozu and Haishin, but her excitement quickly returns. Oh, hi Kozu. How are you doing? Hi Monica. I'm doing well. I didn't expect to see you here either. Wait, are you the famous Monica that everyone talks about? In the flesh. Wow. Oracle, you hit the jackpot. Shin! Drop it! Okay. You have some funny friends, Oracle. Yeah, sure. Haishin, you motherf- Anyways, tell me, Monica, do you want to stay and chat? We were actually just about to order something to eat, too. Oh, sure, no problem. Alright then. I step aside so Monica can sit next to me. Without thinking twice, she sits next to me, although I must say it's a bit closer than normal. And it's better not to overthink it. And tell me, Monica, how are you doing? Pretty good. I can finally relax properly. The festival has been a total hustle. Don't even say it. Even though I joined my club recently, I had a lot of work to do. I can imagine it. But I'm sure you'll gradually get used to it. I hope so. I'm happy to see that Monica and Kozu are getting along better. Although I must say, I never understood why they suddenly had a kind of rivalry. But I guess that's not really important now, and it's no longer necessary to ask the girls about it. Just avoid awkward moments, but more than anything. For now, it's better to focus on having a good time with my friends. So tell me, what did you order to eat? Oh, we haven't ordered anything yet, really. Yeah, that. Oh, I see. I ordered a nesu dengaku. It's a popular Japanese dish containing roasted eggplants and topped with sweet miso sauce. I don't know. That doesn't sound like the kind of dish for me. Something simple but delicious. It's a vegetarian dish, right? Yep. I think I mentioned it before, but I'm vegetarian, so... Oh, I understand. No problem. No problem with that. I must say, it's not very common to meet someone vegetarian. I know what you mean. Nowadays, being vegetarian or vegan is often seen as something toxic or harmful, but by many extremist people. Or that one is vegetarian to feel morally superior that when it's not the main idea. My decision to become vegetarian is simply to help reduce the carbon footprint on the planet. I don't really know. I mean, a carbon footprint doesn't really get reduced at all. Like, it doesn't really matter what you do, a carbon footprint's always gonna happen. Like, even eating a salad kind of counts, as far as I'm concerned. Anyways, we're at a time where the melting of the poles and the weakening of the ozone layer and destruction of the environment together make the planet gradually perish, causing many disasters around the world. And the meat industry is one of the biggest culprits. I know many may think it's absurd, but I feel that with my little contribution will support a good cause. I like taking care of our planet. That and getting more people to join in as it's a snowball effect. But of course, I have no issues with people who consume meat. Just to clarify. Wow. You really left me speechless, Monica. Besides being pretty, you're very smart. Well, thank you. I must say Haishin's comment bothered me a bit, but I can let it go. Although he's not lying, Monica, besides being a girl, is very smart. Which makes me feel quite lucky to have a girl like her as my best friend. And in the future, who knows, maybe something more. Thinking about that will make my cheeks turn red. Better skip the topic. Well, what if we order something? Honestly, I'm getting pretty hungry. Sure. Thanks for reminding me. I'm getting really hungry too. And so everyone, my friends and I took a menu to decide what to eat. 20 minutes later. Jeez. Ugh, God, my back is killing me. After a few minutes of waiting, our plates finally arrived. Alright, well, I think we're going to go ahead and continue this chapter in the next video. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, comment what you think, share this video with your friends, and be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss a single notification. I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!